welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. It's December and I am so excited about my theme this month. For my Christmas on Mars theme, I wanted to do a very layered paper collage sort of thing. So I prepared these little watercolored sheets of paper. This is just regular printer paper with watercolor. The blue dark color is Payne's Gray, and the reddish is I don't know what color it is, but those are from my watercolor set. And like I said, my theme this month is Christmas on Mars, which is drawn from one of my absolute favorite Christmas stories, Zwarte Piet's Tale by Alan M. Steele, which is probably a little strange, and I'm guessing that no one watching this will have heard of it. I'll have a link in the description for the Goodreads page. It's basically just a science fiction story about Christmas. It's a short story. It's about basically these two people decide to start a Christmas tradition in the Martian colonies. They are couriers. They deliver packages between the biodomes on Mars, and they decide to, for I don't remember if it's a month, I think it's just a week in December, they dress up as Santa Claus and Zwarte Piet and deliver the goods that they were going to deliver anyway, as well as little trinkets and candy for the children. And it becomes this really beautiful tradition of all of the colonies sort of sharing gifts between each other, and it, to me, really captures the spirit of Christmas. What I did just there that you saw was realize that December has 31 days, and I had drawn 30 boxes. So, yeah. That was easy to fix, but now I am painfully aware that my calendars in the front of this bullet journal are wrong. So that's a thing. Anyway, here you can see how I'm starting to incorporate this paper into my spread, and right here is where I realized, tragedy of all tragedies, my beautiful midnight space sky watercolor was getting all over my hands. I have no idea why, but the watercolor paint that I have, maybe it's because I went so heavy on the pigmentation, but it just kept transferring this dark dust everywhere. You can see I actually ended up using a tissue to rub the excess off so it would stop getting on my hands and it wouldn't transfer to the paper. It was such a mess, and I think it looks really cool in the end, but it was such a pain, and I didn't even realize it until I started doing this, and it was so messy. But here you can kind of get the idea of the look that I'm going for. It's very easy setup, because I really didn't want to paint directly in my bullet journal. I didn't want to deal with the ghosting and bleed through. I just wanted it to be a lot easier and have the option of using the same look in my weeklies. And I really love how this turned out. I think it looks really cool. I made myself a couple of little sketches, again, just on regular white printer paper, of a little delivery vehicle thing, a little rover and a little biodome where the Martian citizens can live. I also went super lazy with my monthly header as well. I just typed it up on the computer in a NASA-like font and printed it out, pasted it in there. This next spread that I'm putting together is my trusty daily log, which incorporates a mood tracker. What I ended up doing last month, that I'm going to be doing again this month, is just using a number. I only record 3 moods, which is a high, medium, and low. So I can just do that with a 1, 2, or a 3. It's super simple, but it actually works really, really well for me. And the design that I went with this month was a shipping manifest or cargo manifest. So you see I'm putting together a heading which will say cargo manifest, and then designing it so it looks kind of like a spreadsheet where you would enter and check information if you are delivering a shipment to a colony on Mars. I don't know, I just love designing this spread in some way that fits the theme and is like a little playful. I don't know how to describe it, but I like it. I hope you guys like it and enjoy as this spread comes together. Now that that's done, next up is my memory keeping space for my toddler. For this, I took a picture of Mars itself and added a little Santa hat and printed it out. Again, super simple, but it looks so cute. And against everything that I would have thought like a year ago, this circular center tracker for this spread works really, really well for me. Now I have to be honest with you, after my experience of how messy this paper was from the calendar page, I almost didn't add these little corner pieces that I had originally planned on, but I decided to be brave and I gave it a shot, and I absolutely love the way that this looks. This is absolutely the feel that I wanted for this month, and I am so happy with it. This next spread, which I did not have a title for when I put it together, but I ended up calling my adventure page, is... Okay, I don't have a use for this yet. I don't know how I'm going to use it yet, but last year I had an advent page where I had little pockets, and every day I would open a pocket and pull a slip of paper with a surprise activity out. And I knew that I wanted to do something similar. I have no idea how I'm going to incorporate that here. What I'm kind of thinking is to pick a random activity every day and then write the date and what the activity was along this little delivery route. That's where this came from, is I really wanted a spread that was a delivery route for a Martian rover ending at one of the biodome colonies. So I have to find a way to make it work because I made the spread and it's super cute and I want it to be functional. And moving on, this spread here with a couple of scroll papers is a planning and tracking spread for Christmas gifts. I celebrate Christmas and I have a lot of people that I want to get gifts for, or at least like do something nice for Christmas for them. So that is what those pages are for. And here we are at my last spread, which will be my first week of December. I actually filmed this on December 1st, which is a little bit later than, I wanted it to be, but that's fine. I did it. It's done. And I love it so much. Mars is probably not what most people think of as being Christmassy, but it is just so... It's an excuse to do another space theme, and it's Mars and it's Christmas, and I just love it so much. Here is that final flip through. I hope you have enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments what setup you have done this year. If you celebrate Christmas, if you don't, that's all totally cool. Thank you so much for watching. And I will talk to you all sometime later. Have a good day.